Today, I'll explore the relationship between technology and society and how digital innovation is changing the way we live, work, and connect. We'll consider its effects on individuals and communities, while also looking at the broader business landscape. The central idea is that technology does more than introduce new tools. It reshapes behaviors, expectations, relationships, and opportunities. This BEC lecture series offers a deeper look at the forces transforming modern life and the social and organizational choices that come with them. This lecture has three learning objectives. First, I'll help you analyze how technology reshapes economic, social, and personal dimensions of life. Second, you'll assess technology's opportunities and risks, considering how its effects can benefit or challenge individuals and society. Finally, you'll apply these ideas by connecting them to real-world business environments and decision-making. The goal is not only to understand technology's influence, but also to evaluate it thoughtfully and use these concepts when interpreting practical situations. The key is moving from understanding to evaluation to informed application. This timeline shows how the digital revolution has unfolded in increasingly rapid waves. In the 1980s and 90s, personal computers and the internet laid the foundation. The 2000s brought broadband, e-commerce, and smartphones into everyday life. The 2010s expanded that transformation through social media, cloud computing, and big data. Now, in the 2020s and beyond, AI, automation, and the metaverse are shaping what comes next. The key point is acceleration. Each wave compresses social change into fewer years, requiring individuals and organizations to adapt quickly. Technology is reshaping work in three significant ways. Remote and hybrid models use cloud tools and video conferencing to separate productivity from a physical location, making global collaboration and more flexible lifestyles possible. Automation and AI are taking over many repetitive tasks, which increases the value of creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence. Finally, the gig economy, powered by platforms such as Uber and Upwork, offers flexibility while also creating less predictable income and blurring the traditional boundary between employee and entrepreneur. The key shift is greater flexibility, alongside new demands and risks. Connectivity is one of technology's greatest strengths, but also creates real social costs. We can communicate across continents instantly, access telemedicine in remote communities, and stay connected during difficult moments. At the same time, research points to increasing loneliness, anxiety, and screen dependency, especially among younger people. The same smartphone can expand access and intensify harm. It may support a rural patient or encourage social comparison and cyberbullying. That's why context and intention matter. Technology itself is not automatically beneficial or harmful. Its impact depends on how, why, and by whom it is used. This slide highlights the digital divide, the unequal access to technology, connectivity, and the skills needed to use them effectively. More than 2.6 billion people remain offline, largely because infrastructure, affordability, and digital literacy are still unevenly distributed. At the same time as technology-driven jobs expand, people without digital skills face structural unemployment, creating challenges for both workers and employers. Geography makes these gaps even more visible. Urban areas gain access to 5G and fiber broadband, while rural communities often fall further behind economically and socially. This slide focuses on the relationship between privacy, personal data, and individual control. Every search, click, and purchase creates information that can be collected, analyzed, and monetized, often without people fully understanding the process. The central idea is that our attention and behavior have become valuable products. That creates three major concerns: surveillance, which can track our activities; data breaches, which can expose sensitive information; and targeted advertising, which uses personal profiles to influence what we see and buy. Together, these issues raise important questions about transparency, consent, and ownership. Technology is reshaping health and well-being in three important ways. Telehealth has expanded access through remote diagnostics and virtual care, helping people who were previously limited by geography or cost. Wearables, including smartwatches and biosensors, give individuals a clearer view of their vital signs and support more proactive health management. At the same time, technology can create new risks. Excessive screen time, social comparison, and algorithm-driven content loops are associated with rising rates of depression and anxiety worldwide. The key is using digital tools thoughtfully while recognizing their potential downsides. Technology has always created both disruption and opportunity. While certain jobs may disappear, new categories of work emerge, and the transition requires intentional investment in human capital. Continuous reskilling is now a competitive necessity, not an optional benefit, because companies need workforces that can adapt as technology evolves. At the same time, startups can challenge established industries with leaner, technology-enabled business models. Entrepreneurs also have unprecedented access to global markets at relatively low cost, lowering barriers to entry and expanding potential reach of new ideas. Technology is advancing faster than legislation, creating a gap between what is possible and what is permissible. That gap makes regulation, ethics, and corporate responsibility essential, not optional. Privacy laws such as GDPR are changing how organizations collect, store, and use personal data. At the same time, AI raises difficult questions about bias, fairness, accountability, and transparency, especially when decisions are automated. Finally, companies must consider the broader social effects of what they deploy, whether that involves social media, artificial intelligence, or workplace automation. The key takeaway is that technology reshapes work, health, the economy, and social life all at once. Every advance involves trade-offs, from efficiency and privacy to connection and isolation. As leaders and users, we should pursue ethical, equitable adoption and question the hidden societal costs of technologies we use every day.